Hey guys, it's Wednesdays with Chasey Poo. Today we are talking about feminism, and it's funny because last week I talked about music, and I talked about how I did its music video type thing for the topic of music, where I like looking at 90s music and stuff like that. And in that video, I'm in my old room where I lived with my dad, and it was a tiny room. But why I'm mentioning it right now is because this week's topic is feminism. And it's funny because we've talked about feminism maybe 4 times on this channel, but there are a lot of new faces, so it's okay that we talk about it again. I'm just, you know, the old one who's been here for 7 years. But the first time we talked about feminism, I was like, I don't really understand the need for feminism. And the second time we talked about feminism, I was woke as fuck. I had read this book called Reclaiming the F Word, and it's a really good book, honestly, and I read it for one of my gender and society classes in school. We had to do like a book report on it, and it woke me up because I saw the world for what it really was, and it felt so good to be able to understand. Don't study sociology, kids. It turns you into like a very cynical person. I'm kidding, study soci, it's the best. But after reading that book and understanding, I made that video, and I talked about how I now see the world for what it is. I never thought that we actually still needed feminism. I thought that women and men were equal, and they're not. And feminism isn't just about women being equal to men. I think that a big part of feminism that a lot of us don't talk about in society is that feminism also helps men, because there are a lot of things that men are supposed to do in society. Men are supposed to be put in this box of masculinity and no crying and no feelings, and you have to do this, have a masculine job, like support your family and all these things. And all these things are good. You should support your family, but it shouldn't be on you. It should be equal. It should be an equal share of responsibility within your family unit. Wow. Union, Jesus Christ. And a big part of feminism is honestly to kind of break down those barriers for men and teach men that it's okay to cry and that it's okay to be feminine, and you don't have to be super masculine. You don't have to treat women like shit and call them bitches and stuff like that. And it is very harmful to a lot of men that these boxes exist for men. And yes, feminism is mostly about women and making sure that women have equal pay, and they'll make 77 cents, I believe is the number now, to every man dollar, and that there are more women in high executive positions and stuff like that, and that women are treated with respect. And instead of being asked like, oh, what'd you eat? What was your diet? You know, for this movie, instead of talking about like, oh, muscles and what was your workout routine, all of that stuff for men, it's different. But I think that something that we kind of overlook is that feminism is also for men, and feminism is for masculinity, and to redefine the word masculinity, and what does that even mean, and why is it so associated with having like no feelings and just being angry and being dominant? Why can't women be dominant and not being seen as, oh, that's a masculine feature? Why is that a thing? So I think that that's kind of a conversation that is happening in society slowly. I did see a movie called The Mask You Live In, The Mask You Wear, The Mask You Live In, or something like that. The Mask You Live In. That sounds like masculine. Oh, I see what you did there, if that's the name of the movie. That is a very, very good movie that really talks about everything that I've been talking about, and how toxic it is for a lot of boys in society to grow up with all these images of men being angry, and men don't have an outlet to express their emotions. So what do? They become angry. So I think that that's something that needs to be talked about more, and that the word feminism needs to stop having such a bad rep, because it's not a bad thing. Feminism is good. It's for equality for all. And yes, there is the white feminism, and where they only include white voices and cis women and white women and stuff like that, and that's not fun, because feminism is for everyone, and there should be trans women that are allowed in feminist spaces, because it's a feminist area. Feminist? Am I talking about women only spaces? That's what I'm talking about, sorry. But then we have TERFs, and those are trans exclusionary radical feminists that don't exclude especially trans women in feminism, and don't think that trans women are women, think that trans women are just men dressing up as women to get into these spaces and invade women's space. Can we just stop with this stuff? Seriously. Anyways, Beauty is here. Baby, my sweet. Okay, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Think about it. Watch that movie. It's on Netflix, I think. Please watch it. It's actually a very good movie. Anyways, I'll see you later. Bye.